Frog face. I was in the classroom when it happened. I still can't believe how calmly Eddy handled it. Bagalo was the worst. He was huge, good-looking, and had the whole school terrified because his dad was loaded. He failed every class and was awful at sports, so he put all his energy into being a total jerk. He'd make boys run his errands and force girls to clean his shoes. No teacher dared touch him. Then came Eddy. He was small, skinny, and super smart. He was kind, too, always helping anyone with hard schoolwork. Bagalo hated that. He got jealous fast. Day 1, the poison trap. Bagalo decided to mess with Eddy right away. He found a poisonous frog, yes, a real one, and put it inside Eddy's locker. When Eddy opened his locker, he saw the frog, but he didn't even yell. He just closed the locker calmly, walked out, and came back a minute later with a handful of snails, slugs, and worms. He lined the worms up from his locker door all the way into the hallway. Then, he opened the locker again. The frog saw the first worm, jumped out, and started eating its way down the line, one worm after another, right out of the school and into the bushes. Bagalo, who was hiding and waiting for Eddy to scream, just stood there with his mouth hanging open. We all burst out laughing. His poison plan had failed because Eddy knew exactly what that frog liked to eat. Day 2, the broken seat. Bagalo was furious that he'd been outsmarted by the small, quiet kid. The next day, he sneaked into the room early and broke the back leg of Eddy's chair. He wanted Eddy to crash to the floor when he sat down. When Eddy walked in, he did something strange. He pulled the chair out, didn't sit, but just looked at it. He pulled it closer to him like he was going to wipe it clean. The second he touched it and pulled, the broken leg gave way completely. The chair didn't just fall, the pieces of the broken leg actually flew up, and one of them hit Bagalo, who was sitting smugly nearby, right in the mouth. Again, the whole class exploded with laughter. The bully had broken the seat, and the broken pieces had somehow ended up in his own mouth. Eddy just picked up the remaining parts and sat on the floor, doing his work. Day 3, the mean blackboard. By the third day, Bagalo was completely insane with rage. He got to school super early and wrote the meanest things about Eddy on the blackboard. He called him poor, tiny, and stupid. When we all walked in and saw it, we didn't laugh this time. We felt terrible for Eddy. He was such a good guy. Suddenly, someone stood up and said, "This is wrong. Eddy helps us all the time." Another student took out a few dollars and said, "Let's help him." Before the bell even rang, the whole class, and then people from other classes, were raising money for Eddy. We raised enough for his family to buy a house and for his mom to start a small business. Bagalo's mean words had backfired and helped Eddy's family become much better off. Later that day, a group of us finally went and told the principal everything Bagalo had done, from forcing kids to the frog. His dad's money wasn't enough to cover this. Bagalo tried to bully Eddy, but Eddy's smarts and kindness turned all his awful plans against him. The bully didn't poison the nerd, and he didn't make him fall. He just helped him become successful and finally got caught.